February 20, 2021. In dreams, I saw a very large factory, with a lot of activity, inside the sea. This worked at full steam and many in it. Everyone was amazed that such a large factory was functioning to the perfection, and they praised it. Soon, an explosion arose in it, and another, to such an extent that it exploded like a volcano. And all that great factory, with gigantic tubes, in some places disappeared before the explosion, and everyone who worked there died. That scene was very frightening and sad. And, after this, people could be heard saying, "How horrible, how sad. How could this happen if that plant was so safe?" The smoke rose to the clouds, and many ran for their lives because they feared the effects of said cloud. The scene changed. And I saw a man speaking to a group of people, and no one was paying attention to this one. And I saw him retire and climb a hill, and from there look with great sadness at those he had spoken to and had paid no attention to him. Then, I didn't see him any more. And the next scene passed before me, where many were walking behind a funeral coffin, and the lid of said coffin was transparent. As it passed in front of me, I looked and saw the man who was preaching and that nobody paid attention to him. Then, I saw many who, upon seeing this, cried and said, "How sad, he died. If I had known that after his preaching he would not live, would have hugged him and listened. And now, it's too late." The scene changed. And I saw how, in a rural street, a heavy equipment machine was traveling. It removed rubble in its path and deposited it in that designated place. I saw that they were also tearing down things that were already very old, and their mission was not to leave any behind. The scene changed. And, soon, I was moved into one of those houses. And I saw a woman, and several people who were listening to what she was saying to them. She exclaimed, "This has cost me a lot and I won't hand it in with my work inside, help me get everything out and to break. And everything clean, dirty it, and everything painted, damage it." Like this, I saw that everyone was carrying out this order when I saw that those with the heavy machinery arrived and called out to those who were inside to come out, but these were delaying. Fulfilling the woman's order, they were there. I heard them all say, "Come out, come out." Those of the machinery, also warned, for the second time, but these did not come out. And so for the third time. And, when no one responded to the call, the heavy equipment began its work and began to tear everything down. And already, there, the structure collapsed. And I didn't see them anymore. So, I saw myself walking by a road of leafy trees. And, near each tree, there were people resting, under its shade. They looked tired, as if they had just come from a long journey. There, one of them said to the other, "Finally we reach a tranquil place. We couldn't bring much, but we have peace. Thank God we were able to flee from the destruction of the big city." Yet another responded, "And now, what shall we do? We don't have but only a bundle with things, and the food is until tomorrow." And another replied, "Let's go and see what the trees have, if there is fruit on them." So they went and found fruit in a garden of trees. And there, a man among them who, from what I saw, was the lookout of these. Then, the people who arrived hungry told him, "Please, can we have some fruit to eat?" The watchman told them, "Only one from each tree and then plant your own." Some thanked, others murmured. These exclaimed, "And why should we go to plant when there are so many leafy fruit trees here?" The lookout replied, "Each one has its owner, who tilled the land, planted it, put the seed there, took care of it, fertilized it, watered it, weeded it. And like this were their care until they grew and bore fruit, and now they rest tranquil. This is how everyone should be who desires to have tranquility in the future." These looked at each other, and I saw that 3/4 of them turned to the terrible thing from where they had come out, and a 4th part went to the place where they should sow. To these, they were promised, twice a day, fruit from a tree, while theirs bore fruit. And like this, happy and diligent, I saw them taking care of their sowing place waiting for such a desired fruit. There I woke up. Oh beloved! Wonders of wonders are reserved for all those who diligently obey the indications of the teacher. God grant us all to be, not only hearers but also doers of the word of the Eternal. May the Lord bless us.